I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
Don't be in a rush. Plan a little extra time, and let's have a safe school year.
That's the message from Sheriff Rick Staley as students head back to the classroom tomorrow. Staley warns deputies will be out fully enforcing traffic and pedestrian laws.
You will need to allow more time to get to work or where you're going because roads will be busy. There will be school bus traffic. Remember to not text and drive. Pay attention. We want our kids to get to and from school safely.
He also reminds drivers that when school bus lights are flashing red with a stop sign, you're forbidden from passing it.
We are planning details to catch people that are running to stop school buses. So you will find us, and it is a very expensive ticket.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
In spite of vocal opposition to a proposed roundabout on US 1 in Flagler County, state transportation officials are proposing yet another traffic circle along that highway. John Arking has the details.
A public meeting and open house has been scheduled by the Florida Department of Transportation tonight to discuss the proposed $2.2 million project that would construct a two-lane roundabout at the intersection of US 1 and Matanzas Woods Parkway. The meeting will be from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Palm Coast Community Center. Residents can look over plans for the traffic circle and ask questions about the project. FDOT spokesman Steve Olson said construction could begin by next summer. That project's about 16 miles north of another roundabout planned for US 1 near the highway's cross-section at Old Dixie Highway. That's expected to get underway by February. A third roundabout's also planned for western Flagler at the intersection of State Road 11 and County Road 304. While residents have been open with their disapproval of roundabouts, transportation officials maintain it's a cost-effective safety measure that will reduce serious crashes, including fatalities, by as much as 90%. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
A list of must-do road projects is heading to the state for consideration. Flagler County Commissioners approved a list of 24 projects in a unanimous vote, but their number one priority, replacing 4 bridges along County Road 304. Other projects include drainage improvements to First Avenue, Apache Roadway, and St. Mary's Place, as well as a widening of a new Old Kings Road North I-95 overpass that would add pedestrian access. At the bottom of the list, widening of Old Kings Road South and John Anderson Highway. Most of the projects include paving and resurfacing or other road construction in solely unincorporated parts of the county. Areas like Palm Coast, Flagler Beach, and Bunnell are represented in the River to Sea Transportation Planning Organizations program. If all projects were approved, it would cost nearly $80 million. A separate list of projects deals with trails, bridges, and parks. The county would like to see Bay Drive Park serve as a stop on the Florida Circumnavigational Saltwater Paddling Trail. A total of 11 projects were on that list, amounting to nearly $34 million. None of the projects are guaranteed to get any funding from the state. Flagler County Commissioners have approved more than $227,000 in tourism spending. Tony Magoo has more.
We've all heard the expression, you have to spend money to make money. Well, that's exactly what the Flagler County Commission decided to do with their money on Monday. They've approved a spending plan of almost $250,000 in tourism tax revenue to basically pretty up the place. It's no surprise to many, though. Their total is around $1.5 million per year in dollars spent. The largest of the grants was $150,000 to Marineland, which is part of a total of $725,000 project that's going to add floating docks, dredging, new restrooms, an office, and a pavilion when they're all done. Here's where the money comes from. The 5% sales surtax that we levy on the folks that come down here from Ohio every winter and spend their money in hotels, motels, and anything else that they rent for a short term during their stay. Well, the commission also doled out $46,000 in change to 8 local companies or organizations, including Flagler Broadcasting, for varied special events in town. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.